Thanks for staying with us. So the hottest news in Nigeria right now is politics, but we'll shelve that till Monday because I know Nigerians want to hear us discuss what's happening in the APC convention, but we'll wait till Monday and see how the results, because it's getting quite heated. But we'll talk about another interesting topic, which is so, and I like BC to establish the story.
Okay, about that man, Abi.
Yes.
You know, this relationship thing. So this particular guy came back home from work. I think about the same time the wife came back, and the wife was tired. So she presented what they had in the house for him to eat. He refused it, saying he wanted fresh fish pepper soup. So she says, I can't enter the market now. There's no fish in the house. Why don't I make this for you tomorrow so that I need to plan? Pepper soup is not something you just rustle up. And the man said, you are getting very lazy, Abi. Don't worry. Called his side chick, put it on speaker, and asked that he wanted to eat pepper soup. And the side chick on the other end says, okay now, don't worry. Let me quickly rush to the supermarket. I'll get the fish and I'll make it start coming. He picked up his keys, carried his purse, and left the house. So this woman is asking, what should I do? This is so disrespectful. How do I handle this? Did I do anything wrong? She's asking for your advice. Did she do anything? Should she endure
the offense? Okay, all right. So this is an interesting angle because these are some of the things women go through where there's a lot of pressure. And I know Fridays, like our Feel Good Fridays, so these are the kind of topics we like to talk about on Fridays. So why do you think a woman who is a side chick is always ready to go above and beyond? You know, and that's one of the questions a lot of people ask. You know, when women are forced to work and do exactly what the man is doing, there's a lot of pressure for us to do that and also do the same thing and see outside is doing. It's not easy. And I think we have to come to that understanding where we can't be everything to everybody. Something's got to give. And if it's the side chick's move that gives, oh, well, let it give. If I were the woman, I'll say, thank you very much for assisting me with fish. Bye-bye, I can't eat your fish. I can't let somebody come and give me. I cannot. You cannot kill me before my own time. If it's fish you want to go, but I can't eat your fish.
It's not only fish he will eat. He will eat other things aside
let them go and eat now.
Okay, so I love how you started, because a lot of women feel that way, like it's not a big deal. You cannot threaten me with that kind of stuff. Like, it's not a big deal. For me, it is a big deal. It is a big deal. Very big deal. Okay. Because I feel it is disrespectful.
It is.
Because you just made it look like I'm dispensable. So the reality of life is I'm extremely tired. I cannot deliver on this particular request at the time you want me to deliver. And the next thing you do is to throw it into my face that there are many other people like you.
Yeah.
No, that's disrespectful.
Okay.
Oh, now I'm not replaceable like that.
Yeah, this is what I would say. To fall in love with somebody and have the person love you back even much more is a gift. In this kind of situation, the love is tilted or is not existing.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if he says he doesn't have money, because I don't know who arranged it, say now we go to cook, that somebody go to bring money. But whoever arranged it did not do justice. Now it's arranged like that, man will use money, women will use food. Now, if he says he doesn't have money, do you tear cloth on his body?
Or do you go outside?
Or do you go outside and go and collect it?
The money?
Would they not call you prostitute?
Exactly.
And all the big names they used to call somebody? Now, if you cannot do that and it doesn't seem fair, it's just the same. How dare you pick call and call somebody? I say, I'm going to be going alone, we don't come back. Because don't just even stress me.
Simple.
It's simple. It's simple. See, sometimes...
Just lock the doors and you say, that's it, you're done.
You
walk away.
It takes us time sometimes. When you're in this kind of relationship, it takes time for you to admit what is already in your face. If a man can pick up a phone just because of catfish...
He's been gone long time before that.
Yes.
He's been gone long time before that. He was just waiting for...
Release him, let him go.
Easy.
Let him fly.
Bye-bye.
You know what is funny? In those days, stories that we used to see all our grand aunties go through, you will not come back when he's aged and sick. They will not be preaching how to be a good wife, how you should not be vengeful, how you should come and nurse him in the old days. All the pepper soup shop, you will have repercussions.
They will nurse you there. They will nurse you there. I really like it.
Thank you very much, Nima. That's it.
Yeah, I really like it. But I think I wouldn't want to advise anybody today. It's your cup of tea. Because I will still be called out for advising people to be strong and hold their own. So I've learned to keep my strength to myself and enjoy myself by myself. I know that when a lot of women love more, they give more than they receive. And it's been like a norm. It's been like the culture. Whatever the man does, he's a man. He's a man. That's how men are. And then you're there, you are in pain. Somebody, I had a story, a very personal family member gave me a story. They are still married for over close to 40 years now. A story of how the husband will bring a babe home, sleep with the babe in the house, just to teach her how to do it well. Telling you, there was a particular one that the same babe was bearing the same name with the wife. I said, I love that because two of you have the same name. Yes. And everybody will come and tell her, he's a man, just manage, and all that. Today, the marriage is still ongoing, but this woman has a lot of resentment, a lot of bitterness. When she speaks, when something happens today and she's narrating, she goes 20 years back. For me, that's not life. I don't want to live. Exactly. I don't want to live that kind of life. So it's a strong woman who gets to a point to know that I am being disrespected and can pull the brakes. Oga, this thing you just did has disrespected me. Absolutely. I will not take it if it's your deal breaker. For some people, cheating is not is part of the... They come into the marriage understanding that men cheat. No, some people have I've coached people who told me that there's no man that does not cheat. And that's their mindset. I say, wow. And you want to go into marriage with this mindset, you will always attract people who cheat. Me, I don't believe all men cheat, I don't. For a reason, because I want to attract where I am. So there are women who already have that mindset. If this particular woman has the mindset that it's a man's world and all of that, then ignore. Don't ask for advice. When he comes back tomorrow, please make the pepper soup for him.
You see, I like the mindset of, listen, life is too short. And everybody has value. So the moment somebody tells you and can call somebody in your presence and make that call, that person was never yours. So when it works out, I have absolutely no issues. Please, it's okay. In fact, I'm very good at moving on real quick. I mean, because honestly, I'm not one of those clinging that, oh my God, I cannot leave. I will leave and I'll breathe. I can't live without you. I will live well. I'll live better. My mind is so strong that I can move on. So, you see, I like the angle, that the fact that, you see, women who find themselves in this situation, because I know a woman, very close friend to my mother, and the woman has passed on now. And I remember how she struggled, both of them together. And I think she was from a very big family. And, you know, they had a beautiful house. And this man maltreated this woman for many years. She accepted the maltreatment. But it got worse. Just like it was your story that reminded her to me of this one. The man would bring this elder person on their matrimonial bed. Now, she'll be on her side of the bed. The man will be in the middle, the woman on the other side. I was shocked. I didn't hear. She told me, she was trying to teach me lessons.
A lot of women go through that.
The man will wake up in the morning. Yeah, go and make breakfast for us.
I'm going to make breakfast.
The woman, oh really? Yeah, I was shocked. The woman got up, went to go and do breakfast, you know. So she was telling me, eventually,
I will make you.
So eventually, after that happened for a while, you know, and they couldn't do, of course, the one eventually was uncomfortable. So the man now moved her to Ibadan. They now got a different place for her in Ibadan. But the fact is that the woman was damaged till death.
Yes, it's a long
Who said trauma had to be from war zones?
Or trauma had to be from being beaten physically.
If something you cherish, that you value, that you would love, carry gege, is giving you insult. Trauma or
so for life.
I just don't understand. Me, I just know that I will make you breakfast, you'll be welcome, you will never forget the experience. That's my own. If you carry it to my zone, inside my house, whatever you see, you take. I just can't understand it. The other woman, how did she think? As in, how did she not even in one second at all in the entire experience where the show of the person that they are doing it to?
So that's another thing, because there are parties. There are parties to this game, and it's like when I see women fighting women over the man, I'm wondering where is the part of the man? So let's put the blame on the right person, because who knows the kind of story they cooked up. As a single girl, I said this several times, that there's a particular man that cooked. The man, he lied on his wife. Said, you see this mark? She stabbed me.
And you are still here.
she beats me. And he was just cooking up several lies about his wife. As God will have it, I was still doing makeup that time. I got booked for makeup. And I was going to do the makeup. It wasn't even his wife, it was his sister that was booking for herself and the wife. And I met them, and she was telling, she had just given birth. So she couldn't tie the wrapper. So she wore her husband's trouser. The man was not in the country. So she was like, since he's not around, I'm going to wear his shirt out of love. He wore the man's complete outfit. Her stomach was big. She said she just had CS. So all that time that Oga was lying and scoping me and painting the wife as a horrible person.
He was scoping you.
She was pregnant.
Yes, so.
And giving birth to your child.
Hey.
Wickedness of... So what I'm saying is, if I, as a single girl, did not have the values of I would never date a married man, I felt compassion for him. I just felt like, oh, this man, he's suffering. So he will come to my studio, we'll sit down, we'll be gisting. And the rest, you understand? I could have gone ahead into a relationship with him. And somebody will look at me and say, you are snatching my wife, my husband. How can you be sleeping with my husband? Without knowing that the man had convinced me that he was in a very bitter relationship and I was the source of his joy. So,
vultures to the rescue.
Let me take this call for Bernard. Bernard, are you there? Go ahead. You're live, Bernard. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Most of those things fall down in communication. I watched a movie. The man, with his side chick. So they come home.
The movie.
And he told the lady that when he gets home, that woman will do anyhow, he will come back. So it got to around 3 a.m. And the wife was still waiting. What did the wife do? The wife now come back and meet the answer, honey, where have you been? Said the man sweet was, remove the man's food. Let the man see your food. What did the man do? The thing touched that man. Because the man was expecting where coming from, go back. And not every woman are not like that. But in marriage, communication. If you don't communicate well, a lot of things will go wrong. If a man, maybe a man misbehave, yes. But don't fire for fire.
Thank you.
Somebody will be on fire. The other person will be on water.
Thank you, Bernard.
I love this.
This is something earlier, because if you go into the mind, there are some women that are entering this marriage knowing that, listen, this man is a cheat.
It's going to happen.
This man is a serial philanderer. He's everywhere. He's a fine guy. He got some money. Lots of women like him. I'm going in there because
I want the sweet life.
I want the nice life. So you don't go in. So you are okay with the fact that he's going around. The only is that I'm sorted. So there are different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. And the conversation for that sort, if you have respect for yourself, whether you know he's a philanderer or not, is to have a conversation with him that no matter what you do, don't bring it to my face. Give me that respect as your wife. I know you're a mad person. I'm just here because I like you enough. Or you, of course, you will not say, I'm just here because my self-esteem is low. We'll collect you, honestly, and that's the truth. But we will not say that we'll all pretend to have a healthy self-esteem. But I'm just here because I love you and I want to have your children. I want to bear your name. However, give me that respect by not bringing it. See, the worst thing is there are men that I've seen that cheat. If you dare as a side chick mention their wife, they will warn you. Don't try it.
Are you dear?
They can dump you for that. So. They can dump you for that because they don't want anything close to
stain their family.
To stain their family. Don't insult my wife. It has not. And if you see the wife say, Queen, they have that respect. So if you want to marry a philanderer, marry the one that has respect. That does not keep the brain in the handbag and goes out without his brain. Just pick wisely.
I once had an experience as an undergrad where somebody was asking me out. Obviously, a very, very well-married elderly man. And he did not, in one sentence, spoil the name of his wife. But just saying to me, you know that I'm a chief. You are a small girl. Take care of you. I'll take care of you. And I was just looking at him like, because I have the image of his wife. If you see this woman, stainless steel, from head to toe, everything clean woman. I just kept saying, in this my small life, that I should start to experience Orogun with this guy. I can't compete with this woman. Okay, what I say, you want to spoil my life? Leave me, Jere. Because if you see this woman, She's a match for any woman.
But you know, I was
a
telling,
man is a man.
was it during the show I was saying that I know I'm a very good second wife?
Yeah, you were telling us before the show.
No, listen, as in, you see,
Because you become first wife.
I'm not a jealous person.
You can become first wife.
I can be a fantastic second wife because I'll respect my first wife. I'll respect you. I'll greet you. In fact, I'll bring my children to the first wife. I'll bring.
Grew up with
Yes,
and the second wife was harmonious to a large extent.
See,
Everybody
Yeah,
has
everybody
first wife,
say-
when you come in, respect
I will
is not
stay in my
enough.
lane. Let's not cross, and I'll be
first
happy.
wife, when you meet them, respect is not enough. It's slavery that you will do
Voila.
to make up, because you see them, they have already matched their mark. They made him, they are keeping up,
Yes.
their everything. He just wants
As you've made him,
variety.
it's to come and acknowledge,
But look at
man,
what
you
you
made this person, you in fact, you made him. In
Please,
fact,
just
I'm
let
only
me be
here
enjoying
because,
small.
let
me just be enjoying small.
What am I saying?
It's about
Let me go, let me take this call.
fair girl that
cannot be
married this Okonkwo, is it?
Let me take this call. Tope. Tonya has been holding for a while.
Okay.
Tonya, oh, I'm so sorry, Tonya, for keeping you. See, let Tonya's call go.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
You were
sorry,
saying, which
Toya.
story are
This
you
billionaire
giving?
that married small actress,
This
Billionaire
little
man.
girl that was like 18 or less than 18 when started relationship, she has given birth.
What's her name?
She's
Oh,
yes,
we know.
Regina Daniels.
Thank
You
you,
can, some people can choose the soft life like Regina Daniels and
Exactly.
say, this is what I want to do.
He has a first wife now.
He has several.
Several wives.
She have senior wife. That one is an
Several
harem.
wives.
So
but the
it's a harem
conversation
then.
is it's the disrespect. You know, the story came from a disrespectful man.
Angle.
Yes.
Don't disrespect. Even if you are doing what you want to do,
Is don't do
is
me.
respect. If you cannot afford to do it, because you know some cases you not hear funny stories like a man is taking money from his wife to fund a side chick outside.
It's
You
regular
are hiring more than that's disrespect.
disrespect.
And for every human being, we're not because you say, oh, you're a bashing man. You first praise bash women. You're not bashing man. It's not about bashing anybody. It's about building a social construct that is developing everybody. Nobody is feeling left out. Nobody is feeling alone. See all the campaign people. I'll go back to politics, sorry. All the campaign organizations, everybody is saying, I'm feeling left out. You did not give our own person. Shinopela came here and said, this particular community has not got it for a long time. That's the issue. Once there's
Anyways,
marginalization,
let me take this call.
crisis will happen. But if there's equity in how we do everything,
Let
everybody
me
will
take
be
this call
happy.
from KAZEEM. Good morning, are you there? I'm sorry, the call lost.
People don't use me to do equity. Marriage. Don't use me to do equity. See, if you want us to come to the table and say,
I think he's there.
okay, stop him.
Hey, hang it. KAZEEM, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Hi, good morning, lady.
Morning.
Friday. The topic is very nice. What I just want to say very quickly is it's very easy to have satisfaction from either your wife or husband. If the woman says, sorry, we're booking back from work now, I'm tired, can I quickly make you something else? Tomorrow, I'll make another thing for you. It's just common sense that, look, she's tired. Of course, maybe the man cannot foot the entire bill. Of course, she has to work. Even she needs to build her career. You need to give her support and all of that. Because you cannot live by yourself alone. And it is completely disrespectful for him to call a side chick right there and then. So what is he trying to prove to the wife? That he's a nobody? If you don't want her again, just let the lady know and let the lady walk. You cannot treat her with disdain. That is a total disrespect from my own perspective.
You see, our
my
life...
wife will come back from work and tell me, I say, cousin, sorry, I wanted to make you pounded yam, but the vegetable, I couldn't get today. Can I do that tomorrow? I said, fine. Do whatever that is in the house. I'll eat it with love.
You see, nothing is but how you interpret it. Thank you very much, KAZEEM. Nothing is but what you interpret it as. Because there's some women that will say, you know what, that pepper soup, please bring some for me also. When you finish drinking it, just bring some. Because there's some women that have that reasoning of, listen, if that is your outside person, if she can let her be the one, maybe it's food matter is your problem. Food is your problem. Let her be cooking the food. Me, I'll be here. I'll be all right.
When Mama put still cooking pepper soup.
Yes,
When Mama put still cooking pepper soup, you now call side chick. You just want to be deliberately wicked. You
Yes, so you want to go and do something that's not pepper soup. That's
by that, can you cook pepper soup? No, I'm coming and get us 2 plates. Simple. Life is better. That's where there is love. If there is no love, you say, hello, Deborah, can you make pepper soup for me?
Deborah,
so you want to go and forge.
Yeah, that was just
we have to run. Any other comments on social media?
an excuse. And like I was saying earlier, don't use me to do equity, fairness, and justice. If you want us to have an open marriage, please, I don't want to be the only one in monogamy while you are in polygamy.
This open marriage
Let
matter.
us have a conversation. I still want to be having other people. Then I'll say, can I also be having other people? So that we balance it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want anybody to see anybody here. We hide out. You don't need to know the person. I don't need to know your person. We come home and we have a fantastic. I've heard of some close people who are.
Is it happening in Nigeria?
Yes.
In Nigeria?
Yes.
I hear a bit abroad, but
So
I don't know it's happening in
don't be chopping alone.
Let's chop together.
Let's chop together. Let's chop together. Let's just open it.
Okay, I bring it a whole new angle. Let's not even necessarily. It's a conversation for a different day. You need to investigate. I need to get some more examples of that.
Yes, I will.
So I don't think it is a sustainable
framework.
I really don't think it's sustainable.
We have
I think that
I won't mention names. Hold on.
we-
We have a celebrity who's been married for years. Who that is their modus. That's how they have planned it for years. Their marriage is going to 40 now, and everybody's dancing and
40 years.
celebrating. And they know that yes. They came to,
This year, you sure?
they came to the table together that this is it, this what works for us, and it's been working. It's a partnership.
Okay, so when the insult comes, because you know,
No insult is coming.
Waiting.
No
There's no insult.
waiting.
Which insult?
Agreement.
It's agreement.
One day landlord picking go turn tenant picking.
No, that is it.
One day landlord picking go turn tenant picking for this open relationship.
See,
una
now,
dey do.
now they know they mix children. Even now when they do monogamy.
Now why they mix am?
This sounds so dirty. Please, sounds so dirty.
Now why they mix am? Now why they mix am?
Hello. Let me take control.
I
Let's
never
calm
hear
down.
about
Calm
don't
down.
take me.
I remember the story, we heard about Will Smith having such relationships.
Yeah, that's the only
person
person I've heard about it.
It's in Nigeria.
But even at that, there was judgment because people judged her for her relationship more than they judged him for his cheating.
Patriarchy.
Because they said, yes, because even though he was aware, the story came out that he also had his relationship. When her own relationship came out, she got judged. But they've forgiven themselves and moved on. I think that when two parties are willing, you can overcome any challenge.
Yes, because the monkey in that case decided to come out and spill.
Immoral willing.
These ones, the monkeys don't come out. You don't know the monkeys. They're just in the shadows.
Monkeys in the shadow. But I think if two parties are willing, you can make it work.
Because Morenike says, as BC has rightly mentioned, there are underlying issues, and I think this is what we mostly miss, particularly in a society where there is an alarming unawareness on emotional and psychological trauma. Toxicity mixing with toxicity is a ticking time bomb. And if they can go for therapy and heal, that's from what's broken. From what's broken them, they do not have to.
Let me take this tweet.
Others. Else, this vicious cycle would not be broken.
Immaculate Boy says, this man is just looking for excuse.
Yeah.
10, 15 years from today, if the wife is patient, she will remind him to go and meet side chick to help him change his diapers.
Yeah, so that's what happens.
And that is the reason some people say that in old age, they get abandoned by their wives.
Yes.
Chigozie says, why is everyone silent about female basketball ban, FIBA, that have been thrown out of the championship because of our Sunday Diaries reckless ban of the BB team from participating in international competition? Please talk. We will talk about it. Probably next week we would bring experts on sports to talk about it.
Okay, so we're going to wrap up on our show today. But two key things. The sports one is hot. It's very important. I want to get the various angles. It's always good to have a robust conversation. Yeah. So it would be great to get Sunday Diary's perspective and understand his reasoning for that, and then have a conversation around it. So we're going to bring that up. And politics is also very hot. We know, yes, there are trending videos on social media. Everybody expected us to talk about it today. We will refrain from that conversation because it's a very, very sensitive time. And it's a very difficult weekend. So we are waiting for the results, and then we have a conversation around it. But by Monday, we'll know what's going on. So let's refrain from our comments on that. But it's an interesting season. Lots of things happening. Lots of videos flying all over the place. Let us just know how the elections are going to go. Peter Obi has emerged, LP. Atiku has emerged, PDP. Others are also emerging, waiting for APC. Hopefully this time Monday, we know exactly where we're going to. That's all we can take on the show this week, this Friday. We'll see you Monday. Bye for now.
Bye.